team.
Step one, game one. The Cubs embarked across the greatest sea with their destination in sharp focus. In their minds, their path to the postseason begins here, today, now.
Welcome to Japan.
Every journey, regardless of its length, begins with one step. This first step just so happens to take the Cubs more than 6,000 miles, or 10,000 kilometers, from Chicago to Tokyo. It's the earliest to start a season in Major League Baseball history, and it matches up the Cubs against the defending World Series champion, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Start the season as the first Major League game, and then to do it in a place that's so important to baseball. And I'm excited when we get to start the season, and no better way to do it than a special trip like that.
If anybody knows about going to great lengths to realize a dream, it's the 5 Japanese-born players who will play in a Major League game in front of their nation's fans for the first time.
Playing in Japan is going to be truly special, and obviously baseball is such a huge passion over there. Their talent pool is crazy good.
Shota Imanaga, Seiya Suzuki, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, and of course, Shohei Ohtani. They are returning to the Tokyo Dome after helping Samurai Japan rise as the preeminent power on the international baseball scene, reigning as the Olympic and World Baseball Classic champions.
I think it's cool for us to be able to bring, hopefully, a great product to them. Cubs-Dodgers should be competitive, a lot of great players.
It's a significant moment in their baseball journeys. Imanaga and Yamamoto are facing off in the first all-Japanese starting pitching opening day showdown. Sasaki is making his MLB debut as the #1 prospect in the game after being one of the most coveted free agents of the offseason. Suzuki is coming off another strong finish. He features one of the hardest hitting and most disciplined bats in the entire game. He will look to outduel countryman Ohtani, who recorded the first 50-50 season in MLB history, en route to his 3rd MVP award in 4 years. Our national pastime in their home. The start of a great journey with a final destination that is truly unknown. In Major League Baseball history, and Seiya Suzuki in the lineup for the Cubs, Shohei Ohtani in the lineup for the Dodgers. It's the Cubs against the Dodgers opening day 2025 in Major League Baseball. We're here from Shibuya Crossing. We're live on Marquee Sports Network. Alex Cohen, Jim DeShays. JD, you've seen the Cubs 2025 2 exhibition games. What are your thoughts?
Well, it should be a wonderful night tonight. It should be a very good year for the Chicago Cubs, Alex. I love what Jed Hoyer did this offseason, most notably the acquisition of Kyle Tucker, a big-time impact bat. He's made improvements to the bullpen. The starting rotation is solid. Defensively, this club should be really good. I think it's going to score a ton of runs. Yes, they have ground to make up on the Milwaukee Brewers, but I really like their chances in the NL Central.
Completely agree, JD. Time to bring in our 3rd member of our broadcast team, Taylor McGregor. T-Mac is somewhere in Tokyo. How you doing?
Thanks so much, Alex. I'm actually right across the street from the Tokyo Dome. You can see it here on my right. I'm currently in the famous Big O Ferris wheel, which is approximately 197 feet up in the air. You can see Tokyo and the skyline in the distance, and this is just the beginning of us taking you behind the scenes of what it's like to experience baseball in Japan. A lot more planned for you throughout the broadcast. It's going to be a fun one. But for now, it's time for us to take a break. The 2025 season is on the flip side of this one. You won't want to miss it. You're watching Marquee Sports Network.
Most of every moment, game day and every day. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Find the dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. Great shots of former Cub Kosuke Fukudome throughout the ceremonial first pitch tonight here at Tokyo Dome. And from a former Cubs outfielder to another current Cubs outfielder, here's Taylor McGregor with Pete Crow Armstrong just a couple minutes ago.
Thanks, Alex. We're here. Opening day, your first one as a major leaguer. What are the emotions you're feeling right now?
Right now, I'm trying to treat it like any other baseball game. I'm sure when I get on the line, hear the anthem, I'll feel a little differently. But, you know, it's something we planned on. I'm glad it's finally here. I'm very lucky that it's in a place like this. And, yeah, no better way to start the season than this.
What makes you most excited about this group?
Well, we definitely have experience in a few different ways. You know, for me personally, I think having a year under my belt with a lot of these guys is huge. But we brought in some pieces that have done it before and done it on a big stage at a high level, that have already, you know, begun to show me the ropes a little bit, and everybody's got their back. I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen so far. I've been mentioning it a few times in spring training. Our new additions have come in with such confidence in themselves and in their situation. You know, I think this is such a small sample size of what Cubs baseball is going to be like this year, but Cubs baseball is going to be good baseball. So there's going to be a lot of emotions running high, but you know, I think the goal is to treat it like any other game.
Thanks, Pete. Have fun. Alex.
Poignant quotes from Pete Crow Armstrong, his first big league opening day, and he does it here at the Tokyo Dome. Cubs are taking the field, led by Shota Imanaga, Alex Cohen, Jim Deshaies, and JD. What an atmosphere here today from Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, man, I was just out on the concourse a little while ago, and everybody had a little extra bounce in their step. Fans are fired up, the players are excited, and why not? We got a jam-packed house. We got just a thrilling night of baseball ahead of us, and obviously kind of underneath everything, the whole moment that Japanese baseball is having right now. And this Imanaga, Yamamoto, Otani, Suzuki, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're watching the introductions, and Shota Imanaga, Seiya Suzuki got a round of applause, but there was a big one from Shohei Otani for the main event. But when you have Shota Imanaga against Shohei Otani to start the 2025 season, you can't really draw it up much bigger, much better than that.
Yeah, and you may have noticed, if you could hear in the background, Chelsea Dagger playing Shota's theme music. So staying true to form here, the Cubs, obviously the home team, taking the field for the first time. It is a decidedly Dodger partisan crowd here today. But it's electric, the atmosphere.
We have flashing lights in the seats. This is the toughest ticket in the Tokyo Dome in quite some time. About to get things started. Cubs taking on the Dodgers. It's game 1 of 162. Alex Cohen, Jim Deshaies, Taylor McGregor live from the Tokyo Dome. Shota Imanaga throwing his warm-up pitches. Shohei Otani standing in the on-deck circle.
It's opening day. Always feels a little bit more special, but on this occasion, doubly so.
There it is. Play ball from the Dome. So Shohei Otani steps to the plate. Cubs Dodgers, Shota Imanaga versus Shohei Otani. 2025 Major League Baseball season about to get underway. Time to enjoy this one together, everybody. The first pitch, and it's taken for a strike. Welcome to the regular season, everybody.
Yeah, Ohtani, he likes to ambush that first pitch fastball that time, decided to take, and Imanaga's so good at working that elevated fastball.
This is low. And JD, we heard the silence when the Cubs were up in the first inning at the Tokyo Dome the last 2 days, and it's a similar silence here with Shohei Ohtani up. Chopper towards second. One away. All right, time for the Dodgers lineup here tonight. Ohtani, Edman, Hernandez, 1, 2, 3, Smith, Muncy, Hernandez, 4, 5, 6, Conforto, Rojas, and Pages, 7, 8, 9.
And notably, no Mookie Betts in the lineup. We knew he had been sick. He's been sent back to L.A. And Freddie Freeman was a late scratch. He was in the original starting lineup, and we don't know exactly why Freddie has been scratched. But
that Dodgers lineup was brought to you by Ford.
A couple big names missing for Dave Roberts here tonight.
Edman swings through that one. So 1-1 count. Hit in the air, but also in the infield. Bush, 2 away. But a nice start here for Shota Imanaga.
Yeah, first career opening day start for Shota. He was an all-star last year, that outstanding rookie campaign. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting and 5th in the National League Cy Young Award voting. He doesn't have the flow going this year that he had last year. He's looking a little shorter haircut.
Teoscar Hernandez swings through it and misses.
Challenge fastball right through the heart of the zone there at 93. Some extra adrenaline pumping. Normally you see Shota, especially early, maybe 90, 91.
Today, a 1.
94. Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's Happ, Crow, Armstrong, Tucker left, center, right. We welcome Kyle Tucker to the Cubs, and around the horn on the infield, it's Bush, Birdie, Swanson, and Shaw making his big league debut. Miguel Amaya behind the plate. Of course, no Nico Horner. He's still back in Arizona getting ready.
2, cut on a miss, strike 3. Shota Imanaga strikes out Teoscar Hernandez, and a 1-2-3 inning to start things off in Tokyo. Great start for the Cubs. 0-0 game. Bottom of the first coming up here from the Tokyo Dome. Beautiful night here in Tokyo. Packed house in the Tokyo Dome. There's Tokyo Dome City. Ferris wheel in the background. Cubs fans, we want to see how you're watching the MLB Tokyo Series. Share your setup using hashtag Marquee in Tokyo. You could be featured on Marquee Sports Network. I don't just want to see it television. I want the food, the spread, the festivities, the clothing. I want everything. Everything. All right, it's time to take a look at the Cubs lineup. It's brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Happ, Suzuki, Tucker, 1, 2, 3. Bush, Matt Shaw making his big league debut, hitting 5th. Dansby, Swanson, 6. At 7, 8, 9. PCA, Amaya, and Birdie. here's Ian Happ. Start things off offensively for the Cubs. And JD, just like the top of the first, a deafening silence.
It should be a pitch clock violation here, yeah. Yamamoto couldn't hear. He stepped off, but you see Billy Miller, the home plate umpire, telling Will Smith sorry, and because Yamamoto couldn't hear him. Kind of a weird way to start the season, huh?
A little anticlimactic. The crowd waiting for the communication between Will Smith and Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I guess you get busy doing other things, and sometimes you forget to check your technology.
Will Smith doesn't seem to be particularly concerned. They'll figure it out.
Yamamoto coming off an outstanding rookie season. Injury, a big part of his story last year. Strained rotator cuff cost him a number of starts, but when healthy, he was more than effective.
Happ takes it low and outside.
Well, this will be his first career MLB opening day start, as he made his debut last year. It was in Seoul, and he got knocked around pretty good. Started game 2 of the World Series, pitched well. And there's a 98-mile-an-hour heater. Not a big guy, but he's got a big arm. Signed a 12-year, $325 million deal.
3-0. So Yamamoto, last 2 fastballs, 97 and 98 average fastball velocity last year, 95.5. 3-1. Painted.
Dart at the bottom of the knees at 98, and he's got a lot of weapons. He's got an outstanding split finger pitch, way above average curveball. 7-2 last year with an ERA right at 3 for 18 starts.
Payoff. Ian Happ draws a walk.
The Dodgers defensively, kind of middle of the pack last year, but it's Conforto, Pages, and Teoscar Hernandez left, center, right on the infield. Enrique Kike Hernandez was scheduled to play left. He's at first with Freeman out. Edmund Rojas Muncy rounding out the infield, and the veteran Will Smith behind the plate.
So big spot here for Seiya Suzuki. He fouls that one back at the screen. An emotional day for Seiya Suzuki from Arakawa. 21-minute drive from the Tokyo Dome. Here's the 0-1.
It's funny, from our broadcast position, you look down below us, and 90% of the fans are holding their cell phones up recording this at bat.
1-1 delivery. Broken bat towards second, and the catch is made by Miguel Rojas. So Seiya needs a new piece of lumber during his next at bat.
Fastball with a little run, moving in on his hands, and just shatters his bat.
So Ian Happ remains at first, and now it's the Cubs' regular season debut for Kyle Tucker. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
There's that big curveball. You get up there ready to hit 98, and he throws that big yacker at you. That's a problem. Tucker has struggled mightily in spring training and having a hard time really finding his timing and rhythm at the plate. Now Bill Miller telling him, make sure you engage with the hitter.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto did not face Kyle Tucker last year. Only member of this Cubs starting lineup with a hit against Yamamoto was Ian Happ. He's on first. The 0-1. At the knees, it's a strike.
Now the Cubs faced Yamamoto twice. They saw him early in April. He threw 5 shutout innings, and then towards the end of the year, 4 innings. 1 run, it was unearned. That was on September 10th. That was the matchup with Imanaga.
Cubs got the win in that one. 0-2. Chopper right back to the mound. Yamamoto, one play, two away. So Cubs get a runner in scoring position. Ian Happ at second. And now it's Michael Busch against his former team with 2 outs in the first.
Expectation is that neither one of these starters will pitch that deeply into this ball game. Craig Counsell saying he's thinking about 75 pitches for Imanaga, and I'm guessing Yamamoto's on a similar program.
Busch swings and misses, strike one. His rookie season, 21 homers, 28 doubles. Oh, 0-1 delivery. Another swing and a miss. And look at Yamamoto last year against the Cubs in 2 starts, 16 strikeouts, and getting some swings and misses here early on at the Tokyo Dome tonight.
Well, you can see why. He's throwing his fastball at 98 miles an hour and then a dive bombing splitter at 93.
Oh, 0-2 delivery. So Yamamoto had 14 pitches. He talked about that dive bombing splitter. Velocity ticking up on that, about 2 miles per hour from his average splitter velocity last year. 1-2 delivery. In the air, center field. Pages makes the catch. Ends the inning. Cubs, they strand a base runner. Ian Happ at second. After 1, no score. Here from the Some energy here at the Tokyo Dome to start the second inning. 0-0 game. Shota Imanaga, opening day starter, and last year a first-year phenom, to say the least. 6 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts in his first start. That was a home opener. .84 ERA in his first 9 starts, MLB record. And the All-Star game, 3 up, 3 down. That was back on July 16th. And then the combined no-no. I remember that one against the Pirates on September 4th. So Shota Imanaga got Shohei Ohtani to ground out, Tommy Edman to pop out, struck out Teoscar Hernandez.
It really was a remarkable year for Shota last season. It would be very difficult to duplicate that, but if he can come close, that would be wonderful. The acquisition by the Dodgers of Yamamoto really got the headlines, but it was Imanaga who performed so well throughout the season.
So Will Smith up. Remember, Freddie Freeman scratched. He was in the initial lineup at about 30 minutes before first pitch. Found out he was not in the lineup. 2-1. JD, a pretty special evening. First time 2 Japanese-born pitchers starting against each other on opening day in Major League Baseball history. Two.
And both these clubs with a strong presence here in Japan. You know, the Dodgers, their intention a couple of years ago was we're going to paint Japan blue, and they've had a lot of success. The Cubs similarly doing a lot of work here in Japan, and it's paying off with the Suzuki and Imanaga. And it seems like every year now there's a big prospect of really talented young player coming out of Japan.
Dodgers got theirs this year with Roki Sasaki. We'll see him as the probable starter tomorrow against Justin Steele. 3-2. Just misses ball 4.
So yesterday, Shota took an opportunity to go out and spend a little time just doing a little visualizing, getting used to the backdrop here, going through his motion. That's always a good idea, and even to go out and maybe throw a few pitches on the mound you haven't spent a lot of time on.
Once he fouls that one back, Imanaga has pitched here at the Tokyo Dome, both in the Nippon Baseball League as well as in international play back in 2019 for Samurai Japan, Premier 12, through 6 scoreless innings and struck out 8. So he's had success here. 0-1.
Against right-handed hitters, he leans heavily on that fastball split finger combination. Against the lefties, he'll spin it a little bit more, throw cutter, slider.
1-1.
Once he's always been a very patient, disciplined hitter. He'll strike out a good bit, but he'll also take a lot of walks. And he slugs. That's the DNA of this Dodger lineup. They hit a lot of home runs.
2-1. Uzuna's at that one last year. You were talking about their slug, 446 as a team. Led baseball, 781 OPS, led baseball at 5.2 runs per game, second in baseball.
Yeah, only the Diamondbacks scored more runs than the Dodgers last year. And only the Yankees and the Orioles hit more home runs.
So deep breath from Shota.
Of course, you're going to hit a lot of home runs when you have one guy hit 54 of them.
That helps. Imanaga, payoff. We'll do it again. So rare walk for Shota against Will Smith in one of the best strikeout to walk ratios in baseball. Highest chase rates in baseball. That's normally a pretty good combination. 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Again, 94 from Imanaga.
Yeah, definitely has a little more jump on that fastball than we normally see. And his fastball plays up anyway. You know, even that 91, 92 gets on the hitter a little bit more quickly than they anticipate. Good riding action on his four-seamer.
Imanaga last year, fastball, splitter, sweeper, counted for about 85% of his pitches. Then in the occasional changeup, curveball, sinker, cutter, slow curve. Quite the arsenal. 3-2 pitch. Up and in, ball 4. Pair of walks here for the Dodgers will bring up Kike Hernandez again. Shota Imanaga, hero comes home with the Yokohama Bay Stars, 64-50, 3.18 ERA, 1,021 strikeouts and just 280 walks. Two-time All-Star. He's pitched for the Samurai Japan national team for the last handful of years as well. Here's pitch. That's it well deep down the left field line, and that is a foul ball from Kike Hernandez.
Left an off-speed pitch up in his eyes.
Kike has a lot of energy, a flair for the dramatic. Last year, 12 home runs with the Dodgers. A 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So nothing game. Top 2. Game 1 of 162. Cubs Dodgers here at the Tokyo Dome. The 0-2 pitch.
These clubs, having played a couple exhibition games against the Japanese teams, an opportunity to acclimate to this ballpark, to get used to the lighting, the batter's eye, the synthetic turf. Asking Craig Counsell before the game if he thought the infield was playing fast. He said, plays like you would expect it to play. So I guess that meant a little fast, but no big deal.
0-2 misses. You know what I figured out during the exhibition games? That the Hanshin Tigers might be the best team
Best
in baseball.
team in the world, yeah. Hanshin shut out the Cubs, and then the next day they shut out the Dodgers.
Kept it consistent. 3-0, 3-0, allowing just 3 hits in both games. It's popped up. Michael Busch, 1 away.
With Shota's style of pitching, you're going to see a lot of balls in the air. Much more of a fly ball type pitcher than a ground ball pitcher. That's the one where the hitter goes back to the dugout shaking his head. Man, I was right on it.
You're on it until you're not. Michael Conforto up. That's a swing and a miss. He was the late addition to this Dodgers lineup.
Beware the late addition, Alex. Always seems like the guy who gets the call late does something big.
0-1.
Do I have any evidence at all to support that claim? No.
More just a feeling, right?
Probably just nonsense, but
Nothing. There's nonsense coming from you, JD. Nothing. 1-1. Nice pitch. Conforto last year with the Giants, 20 homers, 27 doubles. In game 1 of his exhibition games here in Tokyo, he homered against Yomiuri. One of 3 home runs in the 4th inning for the Dodgers. Popped up towards third. Matt Shaw makes the catch.
the category is outstanding work by left-handed pitchers in a starting role, and the nominees are Chris Sale, Tarik Skubal, Shota Imanaga, Framber Valdez, and Justin Steele. Hey, the Cubs have 2 of those guys. Minimum 125 innings pitched. There you go.
2 of the top 5. That's not bad.
Cy Young Award winners there. Yeah, Skubal and Sale, both Cy Young Award winners. And with Mookie Betts out, Rojas gets to start at short. Tommy Edman comes in to play second base. The anticipation was that Edman would be a center fielder for the Dodgers this year.
It's hit in the air to left. Ian Happ calls off Dansby Swanson, makes the catch, and Shota Imanaga gets out of the inning. 0-0. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Bottom two here at the Tokyo Dome. Nothing game, and Matt Shaw, big league debut, first at bat. Welcome to the show. 19th ranked prospect in all of the big leagues now. Major League Baseball, #1 prospect in the Cubs organization. That's a lot of MVP awards. 2024 Southern League MVP, Cape Cod MVP, and the 2023 Big Ten Player of the Year. Here's Matt Shaw, his first big league at bat. First pitch. It's the outside corner for a strike. Welcome to the big leagues, Matt Shaw.
If you haven't seen Matt Shaw play before, you'll note he's got a very funky approach at the plate. Turns that front foot inward, points it at the catcher. He's got a big old leg kick, but he makes it work.
Takes that one to the inside corner for a strike. Get 2023 first rounder, 8th first rounder in that 2023 class to make his big league debut. That's the Paul Skeens draft. 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shaw, 2-run single against the Yomiuri Giants. Cubs won that game 4-2. 1-2. Jam foul.
Splitting time between AA and AAA last year. Shaw hit 284, 21 home runs. He can run a little bit too. He swiped 31 bases.
Yamamoto fires. Another foul ball.
He hadn't played a whole lot of third base until last year. He'd been primarily a shortstop and second baseman. There's that funky look with that foot turned back towards the catcher.
Shaw hits it up the middle. Backhanded by Edman. 1 away.
Opening homestand features the Padres and the Rangers. The Rangers are in for a 3-game set starting Monday, April 7th. Be here for it. Get your tickets at Cubs.com/tickets.
Listen to him.
Rangers expected to have a good club this year.
Rangers won the World Series 2023. Cubs playing the defending World Series champions on opening day, back-to-back seasons. It's a tough task.
The Cubs have a pretty beefy schedule the first month of the season. They get through April at 500. I would think that would be pretty good news.
Dansby hits it up the middle, and it's into center field for a base hit. First hit for the Cubs in 2025. It's courtesy of Dansby Swanson here in the second.
Stayed back nicely on that curveball that hung up a little bit for him.
Say approves. Yamamoto not so much. Here's PCA. He lines it foul. Hear that, JD?
I did. Some folks are chanting PCA. Yeah.
Happened during the exhibition games. It's the loudest we've heard this place. We're in the second. 0-1. Foul back at the screen. Let's send it down to Taylor McGregor.
It's been the loudest chant that I've heard of the day so far, and Pete said that was the coolest experience he's had yet in his baseball career during the exhibition games when they started chanting his name. I can only imagine what it feels like right now in the regular season.
The 0-2 pitch. Chopper to second. Edman play. It's the first, 2 away. And PCA jogging back to the dugout. This has to be pretty cool too. Just 2 kids who love baseball. The original kid and now a 22, soon to be 23-year-old kid at PCA.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. here. A lot of former MLB players on hand for this series. Taylor McGregor got an opportunity to meet juniors. Very, very excited.
The kid went into the clubhouse to find PCA. He was tipped off by the Cubs photographer, Matt Dirksen, that PCA was a big fan of his, and so he sought PCA out and went and took a photo with him. So a lot of respect for what he sees in the young PCA.
I thought you were going to speak about your fandom of Mr.
Well,
Griffey Jr.
I did tell the kid that I loved him tonight, so.
Yeah, you did.
One. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one-hop the wall. Dansby scores, Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. Hits just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension, and just drives that ball to the wall in right center. The Amaya story, interesting last year. Struggled mightily early, made some tweaks, and really turned things on in the second half.
Picks up right where he leaves off. Said just a powerful swing to the gap in right center, opposite field. 1-0 Cubs. Birdie takes that one for a strike at 97. One. This is John Birdie's first regular season at bat in a Cubs uniform. One-two. Inside corner, it's a called third strike. Birdie down looking, but the Cubs take the lead. Miguel Amaya, RBI double, drives in Dansby Swanson. 1-0 Cubs will go to the
Cubs lead as we go to the top of the third, and a packed house here at the Tokyo Dome. This has been the hottest ticket to get in town. When Major League Baseball posted these tickets for this series, they were sold out in less than 7 minutes, and hardly any of them made the resale market. But the ones that did, guys, if you were trying to get in today, the cheapest ticket was $3,500, which for context is more expensive than the cheapest ticket to the Super Bowl. Everywhere you go in Tokyo, people are talking about this series, whether you were at 7-Eleven, in the middle of Shibuya Crossing, or even the newspaper. Front page of the newspaper in town today looked like this, talking about this game. The excitement has been palpable, and even Craig Counsell saying he feels like everywhere he goes, he can feel the energy for this series. It's just amazing how excited the people are here, guys.
T-Mac, you say $3,500? I need that converted to yen. It's a lot of yen.
That is
a lot
facts.
Of 1-2 pitch. Are you converting it to yen, JD?
Yeah, trying to.
I was trying. I have no internet access here. It's too crowded. 2-2.
I'm done converting.
All right. We just got one from Notch. I just got it.
Notch.
5,000. Should be 523,668 yen. Just a couple. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the second strikeout for Shota.
Both swinging. He got Teoscar Hernandez to strike out in the first inning, and now Pages, who really wore out left-handed pitching last year, will start the third, and now he'll deal with Mr. Ohtani again.
First pitch misses inside. So Ohtani 0 for 1 with a ground out, 0 for 6 against Shota, Major League Baseball action. Swing and a miss. And there's a big ooh and an ah from the crowd.
Yeah, they really get locked in on these Ohtani at bats.
Late on a 92-mile-per-hour heater. 1-1.
Greg Counsell felt like his guys did a nice job attacking the Dodger hitters last year. He said the game plan is attack them, throw a lot of strikes. You don't want to walk these guys. They have too much power. Set them up for big innings. Try to get the jump early, put them into a defensive posture.
1-2. Imanaga fires. Line drive, and it's caught right at John Birdie. Shohei Ohtani 0 for 2, and now 2 up, 2 down here in the third. So Shota wins that battle as well. Edman takes a curveball for a strike. 71-mile-per-hour Uncle Charlie.
Edman took Shota deep a couple of times last year.
2 for 3 with 2 homers.
Switch hitter. He's been better from this side of the plate throughout his career.
One. Grounder to third. Shaw gobbles it up. 3 outs. 1-2-3 inning from Shota Imanaga. It's 1-0 Cubs. Will go to the bottom of the third. Back here on Marquee Sports Network, it's 1-0 Cubs, bottom half of the third inning. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, third inning of work. Ian Happ leads things off, and we have a guest here in the booth. It'll be President of Baseball Operations Jed Hoyer. About to see all three of us on camera. But first, we'll get to Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Ian Happ, and that's a chopper off the glove of Yamamoto. Throw to first, and it's not in time. So Ian Happ legs out an infield single. Ian Happ, one hit in the exhibition part of this 2025 Tokyo Series, and he gets one here. That's a leadoff knock. And now let's welcome in President of Baseball Operations Jed Hoyer. Jed, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Anytime, guys. This is great. It's fun to be here, and just the reaction to the Japanese players here has been amazing.
So Seiya Suzuki up. Here's pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 pitch, and that's taken low.
I can't hear them either.
We got a little audio issue going on, folks, and hopefully we can get that straightened out so we can get Jed's insight.
Jed just gets to sit up here with us and hang out for a little bit.
Fun little
Get a nice bird's eye view. Pitch to Seiya. Outside corner called strike.
Well, the one bit we did hear from Jed prior to sitting down when he was behind home plate, he said Yamamoto is filthy. It's pretty nasty stuff.
Could think of 325 million reasons why, too. 2-1. Broken back grounder towards third. Throw to first, and it's in time. So Ian Happ to second. So Kyle Tucker will step into the box. Second at bat for Kyle in a Cubs uniform, regular season. Much anticipated, highly thought of acquisition. That's a chopper foul. Kyle Tucker last year, one of the best players in baseball prior to his injury. 23 homers, 78 games, nearly a 5-WAR player. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs. Kyle Tucker from Tampa, Florida. 5th round pick, 2015. From baseball hotbed Plant High School. 5th in MVP voting in 2023. 1-1.
One of just a handful of players that walked more than they struck out last year. Finished 5th in the American League MVP voting in 2023. A complete player. He's not a speedster, but he runs the bases well. He can steal a bag for you. A good outfielder.
2-1. When you think of players who are not necessarily speedsters but also swipe a lot of bags, there's two that come out to me, JD. It's Kyle Tucker, it's Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez gets a lot of bags too, doesn't he?
Three-1. Swing and a miss. The hack from Kyle.
He's throwing that splitter consistently at 93, 94 miles per hour, which is, I mean, hang with him.
Three-two delivery. Grounder to second. Edman, 2 away. So Michael Busch steps up in a big spot. 2 out. Bottom 3, 1-0 Cubs lead. Miguel Amaya driven in the game's only run with an RBI double. And Bush an opportunity to do damage against his former team. The pitch. Good luck.
I mean, you're geared up for 98, right? You've got to be ready to hit that fastball, and it's just so difficult to recognize that pitch. And that will be a theme throughout this series. A lot of these guys use that splitter effectively.
And everybody talks about Roki Sasaki and his splitter and just Yoshinobu Yamamoto. There's no slouch on that pitch as well. It's nasty. It's nasty. Oh, 2 delivery. It's a good take. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a foul. So Ian Happ at third. Happ with an infield single. Cubs with 3 hits so far. You take a look at this pitch, JD, and Bush is able to fight that one off.
Yeah, he loves it against lefties, right? He's got that kind of fading action down and away. More than fading, it's biting. Sharp downward action, drifting away.
One, 2 delivery. It's taken outside. Yamamoto delivers.
It's a pretty good take right there.
It's a really good take.
So if you're Michael Bush, you almost have to sit on the split here, I think.
Got 3-2. Payoff. Chopper towards second. Throw to first. Ends the inning. So Ian Happ, single, was stranded. It's 1-0 Cubs as we go to the 4th. One nothing Cubs. Top of the 4th inning here from the Tokyo Dome. Shota Imanaga with 3 scoreless, and now we will welcome President of Baseball Operations, Jed Hoyer. Jed, thanks so much. Thank you for your patience, 1, but 2, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
I was brilliant in the bottom half. You guys couldn't hear me, you know.
He was speaking all the truths and the insights and breaking news, but Jed, obviously this week has been amazing here for the Cubs, the players, their fans. For you being able to take this all in, what's it been like for you, your team, and just seeing everything take shape here in Tokyo?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, the scene's incredible. I mean, 2 hours before first pitch, every single fan is in the stands, in their seats, ready to go. And it reminds you of like a Game 7 atmosphere, first game of the season. So that part's been really cool. Now watching the players bond in ways they wouldn't this time of year. If we were in Arizona, guys would be going and doing their own thing, and instead everyone's hanging out in the lobby or hanging out at, at breakfast, together. I think that's gonna pay big dividends. And then also for me, it's just watching the reception of all the Japanese players. It's an incredible era of Japanese baseball, and like the fact that you had 5 incredible players in this series has been amazing. So it's been a really fun week, and this is why we're here now. We're finally playing.
You were here 18 years ago, with the Boston Red Sox, and the Tokyo Dome. It doesn't seem like it's changed that much. How is with that atmosphere? How different was it? How was it the same? Like, what can you recall from that, and now comparing it to this?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Jed Lowry on the field before the game about that, because he was part of those games with the Red Sox, and this feels totally different. Just a different level of excitement, different level of hype. Yeah, obviously those games were sold out, and there was excitement around. We had Daisuke Matsuzaka and Hideki Okajima, but not the same as this. This is the next level, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
So, how does this all come together? MLB decides they're going to open the series in Japan. Do they look for, are you raising your hand? We'll go. I mean, or do you pitch to them? We would love to.
I think in this situation it was pretty clear which teams were going to go, given the 4 players at the time, and then obviously Roki picked the Dodgers. But I mean, clearly, as much as all these guys are stars, Shohei's at a different level, and the Dodgers have to be here. I know they went to Korea last year, but you've got to bring him. Just the reaction in batting practice, he walked out on the field, and the entire place erupted. I mean, it's
like Elvis.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah,
it's incredible to watch, and he's earned every bit of that. And so it just made sense that they'd be here. And then obviously we've got 2 great Japanese players as well. So, what a great matchup. We watched this in September in Dodger Stadium, and it's fun to watch it first game of the season.
We have the showman Shota right now with 3 scoreless innings, making his opening day start. There's a walk there, but just being able to see Shota in his element out here, I mean, that has to be pretty cool for you to see from afar.
Yeah, I was on the bus with him today, and I was thinking to myself, like, what does that feel like? You're driving to the ballpark, and you've got sold out crowd, and tickets going for crazy prices, knowing here to watch you and Yamamoto do battle. I mean, it's got to be an incredible moment for him, for his family, for his friends. And both Shota and Seiya have been super gracious all week, hosting us at a party on Thursday night and really helping everyone. And I think they've enjoyed it, but I think it's probably been exhausting as well.
It's a pop-up. Bush and Birdie converge, and Birdie makes the catch.
So it has to help any future recruitment you want to do here in Japan too, right? Just to kind of have that presence.
I was hoping it was going to help with Roki, but the other team got him. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think our presence is great. I think we've got 2 really good spokesmen. Plus, we've had a lot of players that have been happy. It was fun. It was fun for me the other day. We played the Tigers on Saturday, and Fujikawa is now their manager. He was a Cub for 13 and 14. So there's been a lot of Japanese players that have come through Chicago. They've enjoyed their experience, and I think that always helps. One of the things for me, and one of the reasons we invested heavily in that market, this market, is because you aren't competing with everybody. There's probably 10, 12 teams that have a Japanese presence that recruit Japanese players, and it's nice to be in a market that isn't necessarily 30 teams going after the same guys. They're not. The Japanese players don't go to all the markets.
All right, so we can let our fans know, outside of baseball, what is something that you've enjoyed here in Tokyo or have learned about the city or about the culture? One thing that sticks out to you.
Yeah, I've been here a fair amount, and the sheer size just never ceases to amaze me. You go, you feel like you're in the middle of Manhattan, and then you drive or take the subway 30 minutes, and you're still in the middle of Manhattan. You do it again, and you're still in the middle, and it just seems sort of never ending. But we try to get outside a little bit, take some hikes away from the city, and just get a chance to walk around. And it's an amazing culture. I think that things that never cease to amaze me are there's no trash anywhere. no garbage cans. No one talks really when they're walking. It's a very silent city in that way, and it's perfectly safe. It's a remarkable culture in that way.
I was in the park across the street from the hotel earlier today, and I saw like a soda can in a shrubbery. And I took a picture of it because it's the first evidence I've seen of something
Can't
that
do
was
it.
discarded. Yeah, and there's probably a legitimate reason why it was there. Probably fell out of somebody's pocket. Your ball club. So here we are starting the 162-game marathon. Kyle Tucker, obviously a huge acquisition. Brought some veteran guys into the bullpen. I mean, as we sit here today, how do you feel about your club's chances?
Good. It's been a good spring so far. Obviously, I tell myself at the beginning of every season, things are going to happen. That's the nature of this marathon is unexpected things are going to happen, both good and bad. Guys are going to outperform expectations. Guys are going to underperform. This is the marathon, but I feel really good about the depth we have on this team. I think we're a much deeper and more talented team than we were a year ago. And so I'm excited to get started. But like I said, I always try to remind myself that things happen. Things are going to happen that are unexpected, and it's our job to react to those appropriately. But I'm excited. Like I said, I think we're deeper and more talented, and we got a really good test early. You look at our schedule early, not just these two games in Tokyo, but in general, we have a really hard early season schedule. We're going to be tested early, and I hope we respond well.
Yeah, first month is really beefy.
Yeah, I think we're done with the Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks by the end of April. So yeah, it's a hard schedule early, but like I said, we'll be tested, find out what we're made of.
Last game against the Dodgers this year, regular season, will be April 23rd. And Jed, you were talking about your roster, the talent, and one player that sticks out talent-wise, making his big league debut today, and that would be Matt Shaw. That's hit in the air to center field. Pete, he's back. He's at the warning track, and he makes the catch. Throw to third is not in time. We'll bring runners at the corners with 2 outs. So runner at third, Matt Shaw at third. And obviously, you guys invested a first-round draft pick. Matt Shaw, 2023, 8th player from that first-round class to make his big league debut. How proud are you of Matt to be able to do this on this scale?
How cool is this for him? Major League debut in Tokyo Dome in this environment is not normally what opening day feels like. It's really cool for him. And one of the things that really impressed me about him when we told him the news was that he was appropriately excited but not surprised, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That if he feels like he belongs, he expects to be a part of this, and I was excited with the way he reacted. I thought that was really special and impressive for a young player to act that way.
Do you think it was a little anticlimactic? Because obviously this is opening day, but he just played 2 games in the Tokyo Dome in front of sellout crowds. But I mean, I'm sure he was excited, but to a certain extent, he's like, man, I've been here. I'm doing it. I'm in a Cubs uniform.
I know, right? It is true. Those games were wild. Those games were wild as well, and I was glad the guys got to see the Japanese culture, all the chanting for every hitter, and it's a different environment than we're used to, very European football-like, and I'm glad the guys got to see that.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. Jet, thanks so much for coming on. Happy opening day. We appreciate it, and best of luck for the season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, we will go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Cubs. 1-0 Cubs lead, bottom of the 4th inning. It's time for our Chick-fil-A Nugget of the game. Matt Shaw, one of 3 Cubs since 2000 to make their major league debut in the starting lineup on opening day. Seiya Suzuki, Kosuke Fukudome, the other 2. We talked about both of them today as well. Matt Shaw up here against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. There's Shota Imanaga, gets a smile from Craig Counsell.
Looks like his day is done.
Well, all Shota has done, 4 innings, no hits, no runs.
Yeah, he walked 4, which is uncharacteristic of him, but he was able to pitch around those walks. Take a big deep breath and throw a little ice on the arm or whatever he likes to do after an outing. Put his feet up, root for his boys, and feel pretty good about his outing here tonight.
One-two pitch. Wave and a miss, strike 3.
That is devastating.
All right. Josh Burkhardt making memories with my son. Hashtag Go Cubs Go. Hashtag Watch Marquee. Hashtag Marquee in Tokyo. That is an awesome memory, and we're glad you guys were able to share with us. A family affair. So Shaw strikes out. Here's Dansby Swanson. Dansby had the first hit of the season. Single up the middle. He doubled in the second exhibition game. Had a dazzling play at shortstop. Showed some new technology with the replays. Everyone's been talking about it. Did you like it, JD? It's like futuristic, sort of AI-ish.
Sure, I'm no
You're adaptable.
Luddite. I'm down, you know.
Talked to Dansby before the game. He said it was awesome. I just want to know how they did it. Thought it was maybe with like the Hawkeye cameras. Or it was really quite futuristic. 3-1. Chopper foul. And here it is. I love it. I think it's awesome. They get the celebration perfectly too.
Yamamoto last year was a reverse split guy. He was better against left-handed hitters than righties. Lefties hit it just 193 against him. You know, just 2 home runs all year to left-handed batters.
3-2 delivery. Man.
Hey folks, win big for the Tokyo Series. Fans in Illinois can purchase raffle tickets now through noon tomorrow, with proceeds benefiting Cubs charities. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com/raffle.
So Pete grounds it up the middle, but it's right at Rojas to first, and it ends the inning. 1-2-3 frame. Cubs leading 1-0. We'll go to the 5th here from the Tokyo.
Hey, Cub fans, go to MarqueeSportsNetwork.com for the latest Cubs news and in-depth feature stories presented by Jeff Vukovich, your local Nationwide insurance agent. Visit JeffVuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. If Vuk isn't here, he's probably up early watching back in Chicago. Baseball and I was going to say brunch, but it's too early for brunch.
A little Brecky.
A little Brecky. Baseball and Brecky. And Ben Brown. Ben Brown out of the bullpen. Now to support Shota Imanaga. Injuries curtailed his season last year, but solid numbers for the rookie. 55 in the third innings and a 3.58 ERA. Big time arm. He's going to pitch some very valuable innings for the Cubs this year, whether it's as a starter or in the bullpen. Craig Counts will probably ask him to get at least 6 outs in this ball game.
Ben Brown, first big league outing since June last year. His season was ended a little prematurely.
Yeah, he had that neck injury, and initially, the thinking was that it wasn't going to be that significant, but it just lingered and wouldn't get any better, and ultimately cost him the rest of the season.
His batters, Miguel Rojas, swing and a miss. And JD, you talk about some of the signature pitching performances of the 2024 season. Yes, Shota Imanaga, a couple that stick out, but same with Ben Brown. He has 2 starts that, when you think of the 2024 season, you think of Ben Brown.
Well, he had that with a one against Milwaukee, right? 7 no-hit innings, punched out 10, completely dominating that lineup.
Really strong outing against the Diamondbacks as well. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Welcome back, Ben Brown.
Yeah, he made his debut in the opener against the Rangers. He pitched 1 inning well, came back out, got knocked around a little bit, but kind of settled in and did some outstanding things. Got that power arm, fastball in the mid-90s, upper 90s at time. Big sharp breaking pitch. Big kid, big strong kid.
That was a changeup from Ben Brown on the first pitch there. There's a heater at 95. It's a power arm fastball, mid to high 90s, knuckle curve. Last spring training outing, he threw a changeup, got a couple strikeouts on it. He said that's the pitch that is making him feel that much more confident as a pitcher, developing that. It was a heater for a strike.
Well, especially if he works in the rotation, it'd be nice to have that third option.
3-1. Andy Pages. It's a 1-out walk. So third at bat for Shohei Ohtani. Shohei swings and misses. Shohei 0 for 2 tonight. Ben Brown delivers.
Going to use his timeout here and try to regroup a little bit.
So Ben Brown ahead of Shohei Ohtani. 0-2 count. Brown delivers. It's every swing. Crowd is on the edge of their seat. There's the gold patch from Shohei Ohtani. Line into right field, and that's a base hit for Ohtani. Pages round second, gets to third, and Shohei Ohtani has his first hit of the season.
I hit the ball hard last time up. He lined out to second base. This time he finds a hole on the right side, and the Dodgers in business here, first and third. He's just so big and strong. He can generate a lot of power without a whole lot of movement.
So now first and third. Tommy Edman up. That's a line drive to left field. Happ in. He dives and it hits off his glove. It's a base hit. Throw to second's not in time. It's an RBI single for Tommy Edman, and it's a 1-1 game.
A heck of an effort by Ian Happ out there in left field. A dangerous play. If it gets by him, it's going to go all the way to the wall and score another run. And Edman would have ended up at least on third base. Smart play to come up and firing that ball into second base as well as quickly as he did, because Ohtani has to hang up a little bit in case that ball is caught.
Happ able to knock it down. So here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1-1 game. Hernandez swings and misses. Strike one. So that Shohei Ohtani had the gold logo on the back of his jersey. MLB Topps Fanatics partnered on a brand new gold logo patch program. 6 players will be wearing that. Pitch, swing and a miss. All the award winners from the 2024 season. There it is. Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge as the MVPs. Tarek Skubal, Chris Sale as the Cy Youngs. Paul Skeens, Luis Gil as rookies of the year. Grounder to third. Shaw to second for one. Throw to first. No double play. And the throw gets away. It's into the camera well. Shohei scores, and it's now 2-1 Dodgers.
Be a fielder's choice and an E4 on John Birdie. Probably should not have tried to make that double play. Wasn't a lot of pace on that ground ball. Hernandez runs well. Shaw had to wait back on it, and then under duress just sails the throw. Should have put that one in his back pocket. He knows it.
First pitch to Will Smith is up high. So Cubs had a 1-0 lead. RBI double. Miguel Amaya, but the Dodgers get 2 here in the 5th. Smith takes it inside. Oh, it's on the inside corner for a strike. Thought it was high, thought it was tight. I thought wrong. One.
Ooh. I'll spike that one.
A 97-mile-per-hour fastball from Brown.
Smith has been one of the better offensive catchers in the game the last few years. Catching tandem. Smith and Barnes, they've been at it a good while in LA. There's been a lot of turnover on that roster, and why should there be? Won 98 games last year. The Dodgers have finished in first place every season since 2013 except the 2021 season, and they won 106 games that year.
Crazy. I was looking at that today. Check swing. He went around.
They've kind of become the evil empire. It used to be the Yankees, but
12 consecutive playoff appearances. Payoff. Liner left field, and that's another base hit. Throw home from Happ. It's late. It's 3-1 Dodgers.
Counsell got into the middle innings with the lead. He really likes Ben Brown in that situation. Just not working out here tonight. Tommy Hotovy striding out to the mound to have a chat. Pretty nice swing by the Fresh Prince.
Dodgers fans happy about that. Same with Shohei Ohtani.
Take a look at the work of Shota Imanaga here tonight. Obviously having to deal with a lot of adrenaline, fired up, and he put forth a pretty solid effort here tonight. Did not allow a hit nor a run. He struck out 2. He did walk 4, but didn't hurt him. So a good start to his 2025.
So getting at the mound finished. Deep breath from Ben Brown. 1-0. Brown at 25 pitches. Ohtani singled and scored earlier this inning. Two balls and 1 strike, and nobody warming up at the Cubs bullpen right now. There's a call being made.
Well, you know, the hope was, I'm sure, to get a couple of innings out of Ben, but that's probably not going to happen now. Probably will be 1 and done.
Muncie's walked twice here tonight. 2-2. It's a little upstairs.
Tough to get Max Muncy to chase. Really knows the strike zone.
Payoff pitch. So again here in the 5th, Rojas walked, Pages struck out, Ohtani singled, Edman singled, Smith singled. 3-2. Stays alive. Look at this Dodgers team. No Mookie Betts in the lineup. No Freddie Freeman in the lineup. Betts, it was announced 24 hours ago. Freeman was announced 30 minutes before the game. 3-2.
Keeps going back to that curveball and just can't finish him off. Consecutive power curveballs. And that's a hard curveball at 86, 87 miles per hour.
Pitch number 9. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout. Ben Brown stops the bleeding butt. Dodgers score 3 runs. Will go to the bottom of the 5th. Cubs trail 3-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1 Cubs trail. And Austrian Cubs fans, Nico Bauer, baseball is finally back. Hashtag marquee in Tokyo. We're going global. Sean, blanket, yes. Cubs, yes. Coffee, yes, from the UK. We have fans in Mexico. Patrick at Co-Cubs Co. Watch Marquee. We are definitely going global, and we're definitely on air with the commissioner of Major League Baseball. Rob Manfred joins us. And Rob, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And this is fun.
You know, the excitement in the ballpark I kind of expected. It's just amazing how much excitement around the city. Really kind of taken over for a few days. It's been great.
Ground ball to short, throw to first, and it gets Miguel Amaya. And you're talking about the excitement in the city. It's a big city, and you see a lot of Dodger jerseys, a lot of Cubs jerseys, and people just psyched for baseball and Major League Baseball here at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, it really has been interesting. We came down to the store here in the stadium for the opening this morning. It was an hour-and-a-half wait to get in.
Wow.
And just absolutely packed with people and stuff flying off the shelves, just people really interested in the game.
Grounder to first, and John Birdie is retired, 2 away.
So what's next internationally speaking?
Well, you know, next year will be the WBC. I'm sure we'll play one of the early rounds here. We traditionally have. We're excited about that. We had a qualifier in Taiwan just about a month ago. We had 35,000 seats. We sold out all 3 days. So, I mean, I think it's an indication of how popular it's going to be next year. And I'm sure we're going to have a great tournament.
And that was at the Taipei Dome, correct?
Exactly.
And that's a new dome. And,
yep.
I mean, you guys coming out here, and Cubs, Dodgers, it's a great pick with all the Japanese players, but just to see it up close in person and see the response that Shohei Ohtani gets and the response of the fans, I mean, I'm sure it just encourages you. It's like, we have to do more stuff like this and try to grow the game more.
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting. We met with both the Korean and the Japanese commissioner's offices while we're here. All three, Korea, Japan, and the U.S. all had record attendances last year, and it just shows you the momentum that the game has right now.
You're with the commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, and Rob, you came here. What's been your favorite non-baseball part of the week?
I'll tell you, I went to a place this morning that people were talking about for pancakes. Sounds like an odd thing to do in Tokyo. The pancakes are about that thick, and they are the most unbelievable things you've ever eaten. Yeah,
pancakes in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was all the the ambassador former players that travel with us a lot. They're all going at 7:30 tomorrow morning. There was a woman next to us. It's just a kind of counter. We got there at 11:30. She'd been waiting since 7:30 in the morning to get into this place. Wow. It was unbelievable. Really a lot of fun.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. I'll show you a little picture after we're done. It's pretty good.
Never had a pancake I didn't like.
Yeah, well, these are special. They really are. So but it's been fun. I mean, we really have been out and about a lot. I was surprised, actually. The exhibition games, the atmosphere in here was unbelievable, even for the exhibitions.
It's been really special. Commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, thanks so much for coming on. It's been a great week so far. We're looking forward to the rest of the season. Thanks.
Well, thanks for having me. Great to see you both.
All right, Cameron, nothing like Cubs baseball before school. Some father-son time. That's awesome. Let's go to a break. Download the Marquee Sports Network app and subscribe to access exclusive content as we explore Tokyo and take you behind the scenes to this Cubs historic trip. Stream tomorrow's game live or restart from the beginning anytime, anywhere on the Marquee Sports Network app. We have so much content from this trip. We've had so much fun. Please subscribe. Get the numbers up. Watch me eat ramen and spill it on my shirt. It's a blast. First pitch by Ben Brown is chopped foul, and we go from guest to guest here. We had Rob Manfred, and now we have Cubs Hall of Famer Derek Lee. How does that sound, D. Lee?
That sounds pretty good.
Doesn't it?
Good to be here with you guys. Pretty exciting to be over here in Tokyo watching opening day.
Yeah, this is quite a sight. Yeah, you've been out here with your family, and it's been quite a last 2 months for you. Obviously, you started with CubsCon. You get named a Hall of Famer. Get to come out here and watch Cubs-Dodgers opening day. Now that you're able to take a step back, what's the last 2 months been like for you?
Man, it's been incredible. You know, it's just hard to kind of imagine your name next to, you know, some of the Hall of Famers, Rick Sutcliffe, Sammy Sosa now, Ernie Banks, you know, Billy Williams, some of these names, and you're kind of in that group with them. It's a little bit surreal, pretty exciting for myself and my family.
Oh, we're taking a look at there, Sammy running with the flag, you with Mr. Ricketts, and, you know, that was my first CubsCon. It was so electric. You could feel it's almost like the atmosphere here. There's just something different in the air, and man, it's been a lot of fun to watch, especially seeing you up there and just you coming back here to the Tokyo Dome. It probably takes everything full circle.
It really does. You know, I had the chance to watch my father play 10 years of baseball here. To come back and, you know, watch Cubs opening day and bring my family back is just a really special moment. It's been a really cool week.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about your dad and his time here in Japan, and your uncle as well.
Yeah, they, you know, they were kind of the, you know, one of the first duos to kind of come over here and have a long career. You know, 10 years for my dad, I think 11 years for my uncle, and they had a lot of success. And I think the key for them was they really embraced the culture. They just kind of dove head first in and embraced it and, you know, really enjoyed their time here.
You know what else helped? They raked out here.
They absolutely.
They raked out here.
Man, those are some good numbers, aren't they? Yeah,
that'll play anywhere.
They did well. It was fun to watch them hitting, you know, 3-4 in the lineup and really doing some damage.
Did you remember, as a kid, did you get to be around the team? Did they let you in the clubhouse?
Oh yeah, I think I had full access. I was on the field in the clubhouse. You know, those were some fun days. I remember, you know, walking from the house. It's so safe here. You just kind of on your own. I'd walk from the house down to the ballpark and, you know, go out in the outfield and shag DP.
Take a look at these photos.
Look at those afros.
So what year are we talking there? Do you know what?
Oh, man, I'm thinking that's like 78, 79. That's my sister as a baby and my mom.
And we're panning down.
There he is.
Oh, who's that guy? Talk about afro.
There's the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, so I got to be like 4 or 5 right there.
Yeah. That's solid gold.
This is awesome.
That is great.
Got a haircut since then, trimmed down.
Yeah, I got a little bit of style since then.
That's such a cool photo.
That's a great photo. Those were some good times, and you know that kind of sparked my love of the game, and you know, able to turn that into a big league career.
Do you remember much from your time in Japan? I mean, not just with baseball, but just, you know, being out here, seeing that. Anything specific about the culture?
Well, you know, I remember a lot about my time here. You know, we were treated. Tough play.
They'll get Miguel Rojas to second. And I'm guessing you enjoyed it out here.
I really enjoyed it. You know, they treated us so well. You know, like you said, my dad had a lot of success here, so we were treated very well. To be able to come to the ballpark every day, watch the game, and just really enjoy the culture. Enjoy this. You know, Tokyo's an incredible city, incredible food. We had a good 10 years here.
So how do you do with the language?
You know, I was good as a kid. I'm not good now.
Not so much anymore.
But it's funny because, you know, you hear some words and it kind of comes back to you. So it'd be good to spend a little more time and try to get some of it back.
So we saw a tweet courtesy of Marquee Sports Network. It's a great picture. Dexter Fowler, Derek Lee, LaTroy Hawkins, Kerry Wood all in Japan, and it looks like the band is back together. You guys styling and profiling.
Yeah, I was like, man, where are you guys? I got to come to Tokyo to see some of these guys.
Right?
You know, it was
halfway around the world.
Halfway around the
just
world.
hang out in Chicago,
Right? Yeah, but it was cool to be on the field today and catch up with some guys. And, you know, everyone's just so excited. This is just such a cool deal. You know, you think about Seiya and Shota and Shohei. It's got to be a really cool feeling for those guys that get to come back and put on a show.
Now, we were here during the exhibition games, and when the Cubs are up to bat, just silence. If you were playing and you're stepping up to the plate, I'm sure you wouldn't be used to that, but like, what would be going through your head? And you could hear a pin drop while stepping to the plate.
That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I wonder. I want to ask someone that after the game. I'm not sure if they, you know, pick up on that or not. But it is interesting. It's like, it's quiet, but you know, like the exhibition game, you got the whole right field stands doing their chant. It's an interesting dynamic, and it's been a fun atmosphere to be a part of.
Now, was the chanting and the drumming and the flag waving, was that part of it when your dad played here?
Oh yeah, that goes back. Yep.
Did you flag wave? Were you on the shoulders? Were you banging the drums? Or?
No, I was probably like eating udon in the stands.
That sounds really good. Priorities.
All right, Derek, how are we going to get Ohtani out? How would you pitch Ohtani?
Man, right here.
Besides carefully, huh?
Yeah, right here. I see a base open on third base.
This would be the time as a first baseman you jog into the mound with some sage advice.
This guy is so fun to watch. You know, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy where so many big leaguers get so excited about another player. You know, he's a unicorn. Just really have not seen a guy like him.
And you see the excitement that he has in the United States, and coming out here, it is multiplied by about 1,000.
You can't walk up the street and look anywhere without seeing his face. You know, he is everywhere.
He's looking at you, whether you're in, you know, Shibuya Crossing or right outside Tokyo Tower. There he is looking.
Everywhere I turn, I see Shohei. You feel like you know him after 3 blocks.
We had Jed in here. We were talking about him, and I showed my age. I said it's like Elvis. Yeah. And Jed was like, it's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I can't imagine him. He probably can't leave his hotel room. You know, it's just he's Michael Jackson over here.
Ben Brown strikes out Shohei Ohtani. That's a big one. And
announcer jinx, we got Shohei. That's on us.
Derek Lee, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And we're going to show a fun photo going to break. This again. D. Lee, thanks for everything.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll go to a break. 3-1, Cubs trail. Cubs trail bottom half of the 6th inning. Anthony Banda, the new pitcher here for the Dodgers. Alex Cohen, Jim Deshaies here from the Tokyo Dome. Had some fun guests up here in the booth.
Yes, next we'll be joined by Joan Embry from the San Diego Zoo. Show some koala bears. One of a handful, literally a handful. They got 5 lefties in the bullpen to the Dodgers, and Anthony Banda coming off a solid season where he posted an ERA in the low 3s. Sends that one up there at 96. Also features slider and a change.
Saez so far 0 for 2. And he fouls it back through the screen into the seats. Do you like the warning there? Watch out for foul balls after the foul balls.
Please continue to watch out for foul balls. And I think a buzzer or some kind of a siren goes off too.
That one nearly goes into the suite level.
We talked about it during the exhibition games. In the lowest level, down at field level, those seats down the line, they put helmets underneath the chairs and encourage people to wear helmets in that section.
Taylor McGregor wore one. Do you think she took it back? Put it in the carry-on?
Could be a souvenir. She could be taking it home. And we had a great shot of Tom Ricketts and Eddie Vedder with their helmets on.
That is a trio right there. Tom Ricketts, Eddie Vedder, and Taylor McGregor all wearing helmets. That's taken on the inside corner. It's a call, third strike. Speaking of T-Mac, where are you in the Tokyo Dome right now?
Okay, so I am on the concourse level. One of the things that's cool about what they do here is that instead of the traditional beer vendors like we see in the United States that are predominantly male, they have Yuriko, which are the beer girls. So these girls are the ones you see running up and down the aisles here, serving everything from beer, cocktails, food, and this is Yura. She's going to serve me some beer. I'm not going to drink it, I promise, but I do want you guys to see how this is done. Instead of the cans like are sold in America, they have draft beer. So she carries this backpack around and she's going to pour some beer for us. Look at that. It's like a mini keg in her backpack. And then she serves me up a nice beer. Urika is what they're called. Great job.
It's a great pour.
I mean, I think they're onto something here. Draft beer straight to the stands.
Bring it to Wrigley.
Arigato.
Kyle Tucker flies out.
Yeah, we all need the beer backpack. How do we survive this long without it?
That's a good pour too. Frosty beverage. So 2 away here in the 6th. Oof.
I guess appropriately, Michael Busch steps up to home plate.
Good pun. Kind of lobbed that up for you too. Line out of the ground up. Cubs with 3 hits, Dodgers with 4. Now I'm thirsty.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get Yuro to come up here.
Pop up for Busch. Shallow center. Pages makes the catch. Ends the inning. Cubs go down scoreless. Anthony Banda scoreless frame. Cubs trail 3-1. When you visit Tokyo, you can't miss the Tokyo Sky Tree. At 2,080 feet, it's the tallest tower in Japan and in the world. It's open to the public since 2012. It's primary television and radio broadcast site for the Kanto region. And has an observation deck for 2,000 people at 1,150 feet and another one at 1,480 feet for roughly 900 people. Seen that a couple times during our drives and our walks through Tokyo. It's really a beautiful structure. Have you seen it yet, JD?
I've seen it. I have not been up it, but I've seen it.
Oh, I don't know if I could go up it. Your broadcast partner has a fear of heights.
Is that right? Yeah, then you don't worry about it. I have a fear of waiting in line.
I understand that fear. 0-2. Grounder off the glove of Brown to first, one away. Well, if you have a fear of waiting in line, then the fish market today for you must have been tough.
It was jammed over there. That's another very interesting attraction here in Tokyo. The fish market, a lot of vendors and a lot of fish. Smell that, Marv? Smells like money. Smells like fish, Harry.
You can give me more quotes. That's fine.
Oscar Hernandez, a really good player, kind of gets lost a little bit. There's so much star power on this Dodger club. He was an all-star himself last year, put together a very solid season.
33 homers, career high. He hit a homer during an earlier exhibition game here.
Not a great defender, but he can really hit.
And you talk about players that have hit at every level and every place, and that's the book on Matt Shaw. I think you can write that same book about Teoscar Hernandez. He hits it in the air to center, but PCA trots in and he makes the catch. And here's the replay showing the graphics and the technology and the future. A little recap of today's game so far. It's 3-1 Dodgers. 3 runs in the 5th for the Dodgers, and that's taken for a strike. And we were talking about Ben Brown giving up 3 runs in that inning. That was the 5th. It's now the 7th, and he's still in the game.
Yeah, this is obviously how Craig Counsell wants to deploy Brown. Ideally, they maintain the lead, but he's a guy who can go through the lineup for you. Keep a game competitive.
He's had 60 pitches.
Yeah, so, I'm not sure exactly what the Cubs are going to do with that 5th starter spot. Javier Assad is on the IL. I don't think we're going to see him anytime soon. Colin Ray is a candidate.
Jordan Wicks. Roster moves made today. Javier Assad placed on the injured list. Matt Shaw obviously making his big league debut, so on the 40-man roster, and Keegan Thompson designated for assignment. Full count, 2 outs. Ben Brown looking for a scoreless frame. Payoff. Payoff pitch.
That's a good pitch. Strike the ball, curve ball there, and he just didn't get Smith to chase. Good disciplined approach by Will Smith. That's going to bring Craig Counsell out of the dugout and Ben Brown out of the ball game.
Ben Brown taken out. This pitching change is brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. New pitcher coming in for the Cubs. Chicago Baseball Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. By Budweiser, this Bud's for you. And by Wintrust, proud legacy partner of the Chicago Cubs, and exclusive home of Cubs checking. Some nice shots at the Tokyo Dome, Imanaga and Suzuki jerseys. Pitching change here for the Cubs. Eli Morgan fires one pitch and it's grounded to second. It ends the inning. That's efficient. One pitch, one out. And we'll go to stretch time. 3-1. Cubs trail here from the Tokyo Dome.
Hey, home openers Friday, April 4th. Cubs take on the Padres. First 120. First 30,000 early arriving fans will receive a Cubs magnet schedule presented by Inabu Churu. Be here for it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets.
Thanks, JD. Ben Warren, Cubs baseball and sushi for breakfast. How about that for unique? At Watch Marquee, at Cubs, hashtag Watch Marquee. That looks delicious. I had sushi for breakfast this morning, too. Went to the fish market.
Yeah, you did.
9:12 a.m. That's a great spread.
I like the theme. I like the idea of doing this breakfast sushi, watching the game from Japan.
Could be a thing.
Ben Kasparius is on for the Dodgers now. The hard-throwing right-hander appeared in 3 games during the regular season for the Dodgers last year. Also worked in the post, 8 1/3 and a 2.16 ERA.
So here's Matt Shaw.
A heater at 95, also slider and a curveball.
One-0 delivery. Popped up, shallow right. Catch made. Nice range from Tommy Edman. 1 up, 1 down here in the 7th.
And pretty quiet here for the Cub hitters. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 13 in a row that have gone down.
One to Dansby. Dansby singled in the 2nd. Scored the Cubs' only run. Cubs led 1-0. RBI double Miguel Amaya. Now trail 3-1.
Dodgers, despite all the winning, did not pitch particularly well last year. They're kind of middle of the pack in Major League Baseball in terms of team ERA. The bullpen outperformed the starters, but the starters had all kinds of injury issues.
The different rotation now. When you add a player like Roki Sasaki, add Blake Snell, Dansby lifts it to deep right field. Hernandez back at the warning track, and he makes the catch. Dansby gave it a ride, but a deep fly out. So here's Pete Crow Armstrong as he steps to the plate. Arrives at CubsCon. Great hairdo. Go ahead. Home run, first hit on April 25th. There's that inside the park home run on August 23rd. Great call by Boog Sciambi. Successful 23 of 23 stolen base attempts, or at least his first 23. And there's the catch against the Dodgers.
Yeah, he put on a clinic defensively in that series out in LA.
A 1. One delivery. Slide foul. All right, Elmo. Good afternoon from Finland. Let's get a rally going. So global.
Yeah, we need to put up a map of the world and put pins from everybody that we've heard from.
1-2 delivery. When I think of rally, I think of a rally cap. When I think of a rally cap, I want the hat that you brought during the rain day. Like you have the rain hat, you got to flip it inside out. Wear for the rally cap.
I should have brought it. Cubs could use it right now.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cubs sent down scoreless. Will go to the 8th. Cubs trailing 3-1 from the Tokyo Dome. We take you back to March 29, 2000, when the Cubs and the Mets opened up the Major League Baseball season at the Tokyo Dome. At that point, it was the first time in Major League Baseball history that they went overseas for a regular season game. Mark Grace would hit a solo home run in the 8th inning, giving the Cubs a 4-run lead, and they would go on to beat the Mets 5-3. So Eli Morgan delivers. That's taken for a strike, and here's that home run by Mr. Mark Grace. See ya.
Left on left didn't bother him a bit. Just leaned on it.
Lean with it, rock with it. Eli Morgan underhands the first one away. There's my pop culture reference of the day. Here's Michael Conforto. Remember, Conforto, a late addition to this Dodger lineup. It was supposed to be Freddie Freeman in the lineup. He got scratched. Conforto, who was off against the lefty Imanaga, came in to start it, and the Dodgers shuffled some things around defensively.
It's a good changeup from Morgan. That's his signature pitch. Cubs acquired him in a trade with the Guardians back in November. What do we got? Dan Miller sees something out there he doesn't like. Is there a light on? There's a minor league outfielder, Alfonso Rosario, that the Cubs traded to Cleveland to pick up Eli Morgan.
A little shock to the rule stoppage if it is a light, because they don't break any rules here.
Yeah, I don't know what Craig Counsell wants to get an explanation, because he doesn't want to have anything impact his pitcher's rhythm here.
I like the music they're playing. Wouldn't expect it out of the Tokyo Dome. The pitch clock.
Pitch clock is not working.
I think the pitch clock is down. Technical difficulties here from the Tokyo Dome. Recapping today's game so far: Dodgers 3, Cubs 1. Cubs took a 1-0 lead. RBI double Miguel Amaya in the second. Dodgers scored 3 runs off of Ben Brown in the 5th. Shota Imanaga goes 4 innings, gives up no hits, no runs, in what's probably a very impactful start for Shota in regards to his big league career.
Yeah, I would imagine he had a lot of adrenaline pumping here today, and opportunity to pitch here in his home country. Did a nice job. I'm not sure if it was just the pitch clock, because it seems like he'd just been able to tell somebody. Yeah.
Stands.
Laser pointer in the left field stands.
The first boos that we've heard. So here's my thing. You saw the price of admission to get in here, right? Why do that and bring a laser pointer into the stands? I guess it's like fans who go on the field during the Super Bowl. I mean, that happens. It just seems like, you know, the cost-benefit analysis there isn't quite there for me. Yeah.
I think it would have been better if Bill just turned his microphone on and said, "Hey, knock it off out there."
You can't do that.
It's probably the light on somebody's cell phone or something. I can see a little twinkling light out there in the outfield, but
2-1.
I doubt that it's really impacting the hitters.
Loud foul ball.
A hitter steps in there against Eli Morgan, especially a left-handed hitter who's going to tell himself, stay back, respect that changeup. Talked about the homecoming for all these Japanese players. Dave Roberts was born here in Japan.
A drive down the left field line, and that's a base hit for Michael Conforto. The extra bases, Conforto into second. It's a one-out double.
Yeah, let's take a little bit of a look at Dave Roberts, born in Okinawa. 10 seasons as a big league player. His mom is Japanese. His dad was in the service, so they traveled around a lot. 4 times a pennant winner, 2 times a World Series winner, including last year, and the first manager of Asian heritage and second African-American manager to win a World Series.
Rojas swings and misses.
The 5th highest winning percentage Dave Roberts has in Major League Baseball history for a manager who's managed any significant amount of time. 4th on the all-time wins list in Dodgers history. Good pitch.
He'll likely move his way up the Dodger wins list as a manager. He's spending some more time there.
Yes, he just inked a contract extension, making him the highest paid manager in MLB.
Oh, 2. Rojas 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. One, 2. It's now time for the Intelligence Center, powered by CDW and AMD Eli Morgan. 2024 rates against MLB average last season, hard hit rate. So you can see average exit velocity underneath the Major League Baseball average, chase rate way up, 8% higher than average. Likely because of that signature changeup.
Yeah, I would think a high percentage of his swings and misses come on the changeup.
Two. Chopper up the middle. Birdie backhands to first. Nice play.
Yeah, that was one of those ground balls. It looks like there's an ugly hop coming. It looked like that was going to be trouble, and Birdie made a real nice play on it. Kind of a little bit of a short hop, and then leaves his feet to make an accurate throw.
There's the animation. So runner at third, 2 outs. Top 8, 3-1 Cubs trail. Pages up. Changeup taken for a strike. A 1. So you look at the Cubs right now. See a lot of the Dodgers over the next month. Talked about it with Jed Hoyer that they'll finish their season series against the Dodgers on April 23rd. These 2 games count as home games for the Cubs. Then you have 3 on the road in Chavez Ravine, April 11th to the 13th, and then the 22nd and 23rd at Wrigley Field. And during this series, you won't see Tyler Glasnow, you won't see Blake Snell, you won't see Mookie Betts, and you may not see Freddie Freeman. 1-2.
Every time I hear the bilingual announcement, you know, the English followed watching the Olympics.
Nice stop by Miguel Amaya in the dirt. Well, they've had the Olympics out in Tokyo. Been there, done that. Eli Morgan. Andy Pages. 2-2 delivery. Morgan fires. Caught him. Missed strike 3. Big strikeout. Eli Morgan sends the Dodgers down scoreless. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to find out where Taylor McGregor is in the Tokyo Dome. Let's see here on Marquee Sports Network.
Dodgers lead 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th here at the Tokyo Dome. If you watched our exhibition games here on Marquee Sports Network, we brought you out to right field before. That's exactly where I am right now. And when we showed you this spot previously, we also showed you the Owendo, which is the cheerleading squad that leads the chants that you can hear during NPB baseball games. I came out here tonight to figure out why the chanting wasn't taking place. And I talked to a couple different people, and it feels like the sentiment is that they want to respect Major League Baseball. They feel as if Americans like to enjoy baseball in its natural state without the loud cheering. They said us Americans like to hear the sound of baseball, so they want to respect that, which is why they're not cheering out here tonight, guys.
Taylor, tell them to go ahead and feel free to chant. Don't we like the chanting?
I have, but
You're
I
not
think
buying it?
just to bring this full circle, if there's one word I would use to describe the Japanese people, it's respectful. That's everywhere we've gone. They just lead their lives with so much respect. And so I'm really not surprised that that was the way they felt about enjoying baseball either, JD.
Baez swings and misses strike 3.
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot to chant about anyway from the Cubs perspective. The pitching performance by the Dodgers has been dominant. Blake Treinen, a real nasty breaking ball to finish off Amaya.
Cubs got their run in the second. They've been scoreless since.
Haven't had a base runner since the infield single by Ian Happ to lead off the 3rd inning. Look at the numbers for Treinen in 50 appearances and a 1.93 ERA. They've added Tanner Scott to the bullpen, Kirby Yates as well. So they've got 3 guys right there with significant experience finishing off ball games, pitching in high leverage situations.
That's a pretty tough trio to face right there. Figuring it could be a 7-8-9 mix for the Dodgers. Ooh. Oh no. 97 up and in. John Birdie, who spent a significant amount of time on the injured list in 2024, we tended to by the training staff walking down to first. Well, there's your base runner.
Ooh, 2 for the price of 1. I'm swinging the bat away from a tie ball game here.
Birdie's off. Taken low. Throw to second, not in time. Got a great jump. John Birdie swipes second.
Yeah, that could be a big part of the Cubs offense this year. They have a number of guys that can really run. Obviously PCA leads the way, but Birdie can go. Tucker's been a successful base stealer. Suzuki has improved in that regard.
John Birdie led Major League Baseball stolen bases in 2022 with 41. Then he had Ronald Acuna with 73 and Ellie De La Cruz was 67 the next 2 years. That hits it foul. But you have John Birdie, who swiped 40 bags. Nico Horner swiped 40 bags in a season. Pete Crow Armstrong will likely swipe a fair amount of bags as well. So that's 3 central parts in your lineup.
PCA said 63 when I asked him how many he was going to get this year.
He hits that foul and breaks his bat. 63. No reason.
Yeah, he didn't pick a round number. I just said, what do you think? What's the over under? How many bags you going to get? He said 63.
Was it with any hesitation or
no?
Oh wow. Your bench also has speed. Vidal Brujan can run. Same with Gage Workman. Kyle Tucker. Talked about his base running earlier in the broadcast. One, two to hat. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Blake Trinan.
Here you go, Sal. Here's an opportunity to do something heroic in front of the home folks.
Potential game-tying run at the plate. Say has been one of the best hitters really in baseball since the end of 2023. Inside corner called strike. Now last year you look at the top 30 hitters in OPS and OPS plus. Seiya Suzuki is the only player on that top 30 list who, 1, didn't make an all-star team and 2, didn't get an MVP vote. Really underrated. So you look at the OPS leaders, you see Judge, Ohtani, Soto, Ozuna, Alvarez, Bobby Witt Jr., guy by the name of Kyle Tucker, Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts, and then there's Seiya. Been one of the best hitters in baseball. Flings it to third and it's caught. Muncy makes the catch. Cubs go down scoreless in the 8th. Getting towards the waning moments. 3-1 Cubs trail will go to the 9th.
Hey, Cubs fans, first Cubs postgame live. Season coming your way. Myself, Cliff, and Elise. And Cliff, what are you looking for, man?
You know, we're going to break down Shohei Ohtani's, not just one at-bat, all of his at-bats on the day.
Because why not? And coming up, I'm looking forward to Kyle Tucker. He's going to put his stamp on this game. And why not? Matt Shaw for his big league knock.
Absolutely.
We're doing it all.
Okay. They help. Hopefully, the Cubs are able to rack up a few more. We'll talk all about it on postgame. We'll see you then.
Cole, Cliff, Elise, thanks so much, guys. And here for the Cubs, it is former Dodger Ryan Brazier against his former teammate Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani's hit a couple hard balls tonight, JD, at that single to right.
Yeah, it was well over 100 miles per hour off the bat.
Look out. Hits the screen. If not, it's hitting JD's iPad.
Doesn't get cheated, does he?
I feel like his bunts are over 100 miles per hour. Although he's probably not bunting that much, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of the plan. I think it just speaks to the depth of the Dodger lineup that they have him in the leadoff spot. A guy who hit 54 home runs. Oof. So you're basically saying 162 game schedule. Say he played every day. There's 162 at bats where he's going to come up to hit. There's zero chance of anybody being on base.
He drove in 130 last year. Drive down the right field line. It's a base hit for Shohei Ohtani, and it's an extra base hit. Shohei trots into second, multi-hit game. It's a double.
Brazier's going to have to pitch around this leadoff double by Ohtani. Went down and got that breaking ball and just rifled it into the right field corner.
Edman hits it to second. Birdie to first, one away. But Ohtani to third. All right, time for our game summary, and it's brought to you by Wintrust. Dodgers leading 3-1, top of the ninth. Shota Imanaga, 4 no-hit innings. Walked 4, but he worked around all 4 walks, struck out 2. Dodgers bullpen, 3 no-hit scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts. Just 1 hit by pitch. That's it. Infield in for the Cubs. Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive to left and a base hit. Ohtani scores. Hernandez RBI single. It's 4-1 Dodgers here in the ninth. He hits.
He's trying to run a fastball in on him, and he was able to cut it off. He's capable of stealing a bag too, so make sure you keep an eye on him down there at first base. Life is good for Shohei Ohtani. My goodness.
Shohei smile a lot tonight.
Good move.
We saw one pickoff in the exhibition game, Matthew Boyd. That one by Brazier tried to get Teoscar Hernandez. Outside corner called strike. Dodgers in 2024, JD, 82-4 when leading entering the 9th inning. That's a lot of wins and very few losses. Two one. It's a strike. That fastball from Brazier was at 93.
Brazier was designated for assignment by the Dodgers at the end of January and then traded to the Cubs. There's another quick move to first base. The acquisition of Kirby Yates kind of forced their hand to do something with Brazier. World Series rings for Ryan in 2018 with Boston and then last year with LA.
He was good last year for the Dodgers. He was great in 2023. Runners off, and it's a foul ball. He had a sub-1 ERA with the Dodgers. Been just an embarrassment of riches for them through free agency, and Brazier becomes expendable, and Cubs get him. Two. Dodgers were no hit through 4. They now have 7 hits. 3-2. Runners off. And it's ball 4. Third walk for Will Smith tonight. He's been on base 4 times.
And the 7th walk issued by the Cubs. Career high 4 from Shota. And Brown walked a couple, and now Brazier loses Smith.
Shota walked 2 in the first, and he only did that once last year, walked 2 guys in 1 inning. Cubs down to their final 3 outs. Trailing by 3. They like to keep it that way going into the bottom of the 9th. Who would you imagine we'll see in the 9th? Yates or Tanner Scott?
I'm guessing Tanner Scott.
I think it's a good guess. Now here at the Tokyo Dome, we can't see the bullpen. It's underground. Two one. Popped up foul. Dude, there's a lot of space underneath the Tokyo Dome. We have gotten lost walking up here to the booth, getting lost in the various hallways.
Well, it's a very confusing place to navigate. Yeah.
Had a lot of extra steps in. Shohei Ohtani. Double and a run scored here in the 9th. He has 2 hits. Multi-hit game, and last year Shohei 61 multi-hit games. Tied for 2nd in baseball. It was Shohei at 61. Bobby Witt Jr. He was tied with, you know, who's number 1?
In multi-hit games?
Yes.
I do, because I saw a preview of the graphics. So that would be cheating if I answered the question.
Could have just lied to me.
Somewhere that bullpen is heating up. It's in the bowels of the stadium.
And to answer the question, it's Luis Arias with 62.
Landon Knack if the Dodgers score more. Tanner Scott if they don't. We should have Taylor do a hit. Where's Taylor next, and should be hanging out down there in the bullpen.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout Ryan Brazier.
Well, technically, you don't know where I am right now. I could be in the
Where are
bullpen.
you? Oh, true. Good point. Thanks, Waldo.
But yeah, the bullpen right underneath. It's been a little bit of a different transition for guys that walk as a starter when you're warming up instead of coming in from the outfield, out from within the dugout. A little funky for them.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd trying to get loud here at the Tokyo Dome. I think the loudest they were is when the cheerleaders were on top of the dugout. Did not expect them to be playing EDM music. That's a curveball. Tokyo, Japan never ceases to amaze or surprise. Swing and a miss. Kike Hernandez, 0 for 4 with a strikeout.
Justin Steele will go tomorrow for the Cubs. It's the young phenom Sasaki.
Another wave and a miss. And they tout Sasaki as having, the best splitter in baseball. We saw a pretty devastating splitter tonight with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Tough to beat that.
Yeah, but apparently Sasaki's it's the biggest breaking splitter in the game apparently.
Gets to make his major league debut back in Japan. Sasaki, 23 years old. Game's #1 prospect. Again, a really good pitching matchup tomorrow. I mean, you brought it up. Steele last year, 3.07 ERA. Averaging a strikeout per inning. There's Roki Sasaki, 2.35 ERA in the NPB. Timeout called. Looks like Bill Miller telling Ryan Brazier to Buckeyes. There's Matt Wing watching Cubs baseball. Before the school bus gets here, well, you have to do that tomorrow too. Pop up to right. Kyle Tucker, long run. Michael Busch makes the catch, and it ends the inning. Last chance coming up for the Cubs, and that means Kyle Tucker comes to the plate. Cubs down by 3. It's a 4-1 game as we go to the bottom of the 9th from the Tokyo Dome. A popular tourist attraction here is of a dog named Hachiko. The bronze statue was erected in 1934. Hachiko would accompany his owner to Shibuya Station every day after the owner passed. Hachiko continued to wait for him at the station for nearly a decade. That statue is located right outside of Shibuya Station, and it's a symbol of both loyalty and compassion to him.
Kind of makes me cry.
Tear.
It's a sad story. I'm all verklempt. Well, here comes Tanner Scott. He pitched 72 times last year. And was quite good. 1.75 ERA. 22 saves and 24 tries.
Kyle Tucker, line drive to left, and it's caught. Michael Conforto, a stylish slide. And the Cubs are down to their final 2 outs. So Justin Turner comes in to pinch hit against his former team. Did you say when you were crying you were verklempt?
Yes.
Give the root of origin of that word. I don't think I've ever heard it.
Saturday Night Live.
I have to look that up.
It's an old bit, yeah.
I'll come back with a written report tomorrow. That's what Google's for. That's what YouTube's for.
Google Linda Richmond coffee talk.
Okay.
Scott got 18 of his 22 saves while with the Marlins last year, and then traded to the Padres. And wasn't quite as good with them in terms of ERA, but still solid work.
Justin Turner, first year with the Cubs. He's sitting on 198 big league home runs. Ground ball, foul ball. Turner as a Dodger, 9 years, 1,075 games. Hitting .296 with them with an .865 OPS. Quite a run. That's hit well to right center field. Pages with room makes the catch. Cubs down to their final out. Time for our toast of the game, and it's brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. It's Shota Imanaga. 4 scoreless, no-hit innings. See all the K's here. Also get Shohei Ohtani to go 0-2 at that point. Gets a handshake, and well-deserved. So again, Shota Imanaga, toast of the game. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. It's up to Matt Shaw to extend this one. Bottom 9, 2 outs. At an 0-1 count to Shaw. And now Shaw down to his final strike. Scott delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So final score here for the Tokyo Dome. Dodgers 4, Cubs 1. The 2025 regular season is underway. Game number 1 finish, but unfortunately Cubs on the wrong side of it.
Well, just a dominant pitching performance from the Dodgers here tonight. It started with the starter Yamamoto. He was brilliant, and the guys in the bullpen came out behind him and gave up nada. The Cubs had 1 base runner after the 3rd inning, and that was when John Birdie was hit by a pitch in the 8th. So just tip your hat to the Dodgers pitching tonight. They were outstanding.
So Dodgers shaking hands. There's Shohei Ohtani. And all right, that'll do it here from the Tokyo Dome. For Jim Deshaies, Taylor McGregor, our entire crew, I'm Alex Cohen. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Unfortunately, your final score, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers 4 and the Chicago Cubs 1.
Go back to bed, everybody.
Tomorrow will be the final game here from the Tokyo Dome before the Cubs head back across the pond. Your scheduled starting pitchers tomorrow are Justin Steele for the Cubs and Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. Join us back here tomorrow morning once again at 5 a.m. Central Time for the conclusion of the Tokyo Series. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Goodbye, everybody.